So this is review of their simple goals, and it is solving equations. So if we wanted to solve this equation, I'm going to go ahead and zoom back in. So solve, remember, means get the x by itself. So I like to circle the variable. If I circle this variable, it's inside of the parentheses. So you have to get rid of the parentheses before you can try to get it by itself. So you're going to multiply or distribute. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times -1 is -2 equals 3 minus 3x. Circle your variable again. Circle your variable again. Notice they're on opposite sides. So you're going to have to do the opposite to one of them. So if I want to do the opposite to either a 2x or a -3x, because I need to move it to the opposite side, I personally like to get rid of negatives. So if you look at this one, it's a -3x or subtract 3x. So the opposite of subtract or inverse of subtract is to add. So I would add 3x and add 3x. So 2x plus 3x is 5x. Bring down the -2, bring down your equals, bring down the 3. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to find a different color. Let's see if this color will show up. Okay, now we have 5x minus 2. I'm going to circle my variable. I'm trying to get the x by itself. So I need to get this -2 off of this side. So what's the opposite of subtract 2? Well, it is add 2 and add 2. So it'd be 5x equals 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, now it's 5 times x. So what's the opposite of multiply? It is divide and divide. So x would equal 5 divided by 5 is 1. All right, let's try another one. Notice where your equal sign is on this one. There's a whole lot of numbers on this side of the equation. So first thing I always like to do is circle my variable. Now look at where your equal sign is. These are on the same side. If you look at this one, notice when we circled them, the equation or the equal sign was between the two of them. So that's why we had to do the opposite. If you look at this one, they're on the same side. So you do the same sign. So we're just going to combine them. What is 5x minus 8x? So if I gave you $5 and I owed you $8, I still owe you money. So think about that again. I gave you 5, but I owed you 8. I still owe $3. Now, you could do it all in one step. I like to circle one and then underline the other. What is -3 minus 7? -3 minus 7. I owe you 3. I owe you 7. So I owe 10. Of course, you can use a calculator. Bring down your equals. Bring down your 50. So again, all of this was on the same side, so I needed to do the same sign. You didn't see me change the signs. You didn't see me move anything to the opposite side. That was intentional. Okay, circle your variable. This is what I'm trying to get by itself. So what is the opposite of subtracting 10? It would be to add 10. So mark that out. Add 10. 50 plus 10 is 60. Bring down your equals, bring down your -3x. So now it's -3 times x. Remember, that's not a subtraction because the 3 and the variable are right next to each other, or the -3 and the variable are right next to each other. So we need to do the opposite or inverse of multiply, which is divide and divide. So then 60 divided by -3, and you can always use your calculator. I'm going to on this one just because it's a larger number. 60 divided by 3, and make sure you hit the negative, would be -20 equals x. So that is how you could solve this one. Okay, we have 2 more. All right. So hopefully you know by now my favorite thing to do is circle my variables. Remember, an x is the same thing as a 1x. Mark where your equation is or your equal sign is. These two are on the same side, so 1x plus 2x. Combine those together. 1x plus 2x is 3x. Bring down your 7, bring down your equal, bring down your 3x, bring down your -7. Okay, circle the variables again. They're still on opposite sides, so I have to do the opposite to one of them. I'm going to subtract 3x, subtract 3x. What is 3x minus 3x? It cancels. What is 3x minus 3x again? It cancels. So now I'm just left with 7 equals -7. 7 does not actually equal -7, so this is a no solution, meaning there is no number I could plug in for x in this equation that would make this statement true. So there is no solution, no number that can be plugged in to give you the answer. All right. Last question, solve 5x minus 2 equals 5x minus 2. If you have watched the simple goals video, you will know that if the equations are exactly the same on both sides, it's going to give you infinite solutions, but I'm going to still solve it for those that haven't watched that video. So if I have 5x and 5x, the variables are on opposite sides, so I need to do the opposite sign. You're going to get tired of me saying that. But so if we have 5x, I can subtract 5x and subtract 5x. So 5x minus 5x cancels. 5x minus 5x cancels again. So it'd be -2. I'm just bringing those numbers down. Equals -2. Does -2 equal -2? It does. So our answer is infinite solutions. I could plug in any number I want here. Like I could plug in 1 or I could plug in 0. It doesn't matter what number I plug in, since these equations or since these sides of the equation are the same. It doesn't matter what number I plug in, it's going to give you the same answer.